Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to The Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine DLC, episode 25. It's here. Happy Friday if you're watching this right when it comes out. Hey, before we get into this any further, first off, I think my dog is going to come say hello. If you hear a squeaking in the background, that is my dog playing with a new toy that he is very in love with, and the rest of us are going insane about. First off, before we get any further, today is Friday. If you're watching these videos right when they come out on Wednesday of next week. Hi, buddy. Do you want to say hi? Say hi? Say hi? Oh, hello, hero. Do you want to say hello? Do you want to show him your squeaky? Oh, you already gave it to me. Yep. Thank you. I'll let you have it. Yep. I don't want it. Thank you. On Wednesday of next week, Wednesday and Thursday, we are going to stream The Witcher over on our Twitch channel, which you can find down in the description below. That will start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in Europe, that should be evening time for you. If you're in the U.S., obviously that's in the middle of the workday, and I am sorry. If you're other places, you could do the math on where that is for you. But we'll do 2 days, potentially a third, but I think we're probably just going to stick to Wednesday and Thursday after looking at the schedule some more. And we will play a ton of Gwent. That's priority number one for me. But maybe we'll also get to some other grindy things, some White Gull, some Grandmaster diagrams. I'm not sure. Depends on how much we can get into while we're all sitting there just kind of nerding out about this game and talking about the next gen update and wrapping up this playthrough, which is not, I don't think, all that close to being done. That's the deal. If you want to join, that'd be awesome. If not, those videos will come out here eventually on YouTube, so you will see them anyways, if you choose to. Hey, that means that I've got a couple days of Witcher episodes to like sort of think about and but like to complete before we get to those streams. I don't want to leave off in the middle of a big quest. So what are we going to do? I was just looking through this quest thing before we started today. First off, I'm amazed. We're already level, like we've got most of the contracts done that are level 39 or lower. The main quest is level 39. I think we're going to try and wait to do that until after the stream, though. I think we should do a Knight's Tales. I think that makes the most sense. I think we'll see. I'm going to go click on it or go get it started and see what happens. It's either that or Raging Wolf. And we'll leave this one for later. But let's take a look at where this even is. A Knight's Tales. Jacob the Woodcutter outside of Castle Rivia. So right here. Let's go there and see what's up. My fast travel thing is over here. It never gets easy leaving home. I was gonna make a joke about like Geralt just loving to be at home now that he's got a great home. I think probably Geralt would get restless very quickly if I had to guess. Maybe I'm wrong. He's not like a Bilbo, you know, I want to see mountains again, Gandalf. But, like, I think he probably has a little bit of the, you know, he's got a little bit of a desire for adventure. For the last 2 minutes, you have given me your squeaky ball and waited very patiently for me to throw it. But I am currently working on my video. You need to go entertain yourself. Yep, there you go. Go entertain yourself with that. Yep, good boy. All right.
Be gone from my sight.
Be gone from mine, motherfucker. All right. All right. I will be right back. I have to put this dog up. Okay. Let's do this. Talk to Jacob the Woodcutter. Apparently it's this way. Here's the thing I'm thinking. Castle Rivia, whatever. This is the one we were at earlier. This is not... There's mine. This is the new one. Wait. This is the new one, Belgard. So, the 2 Wine War quests that we just did. One of them was here. No? One of them was here? And then was this the second one? I think it might have been. Yeah. And then this thing we're still curious about. Or was this one the second one? We'll find out. I think this herbalist might be the person who we freed. And I might be wrong about that too. I'm not sure. Hey.
Lo and behold.
My herb aficionado.
Here to buy?
Well, I have closed the game.
Right. Show me what you got.
Since the last time I played. So I guess we could take a quick little look and see if you got anything that I need. As long as I find the right page in my notebook. I got too many pages in my notebook. Okay, we still need lots of mistletoe. Not Berber cane. Ergot seeds. Alchemy paste, which I think is just a thing you're not gonna make. And then all arenaria always for more white gall. Okay, so mistletoe here, beautiful. I think we can check that one off the list. So then it's ergot seeds. Which wait, is that this one? It is that one. Let's go. Okay. So that's technically good on that. I gotta figure out if I need to make alchemy paste or if I need to. I wonder if that's a thing I can make. I think I've checked this once already, but hey, all parts present for white gall. That's good. Good to know. I'm not currently grinding this. Maybe I just craft it. I'm not currently grinding this stuff. I'm just purchasing.
See you later.
That's all. I'm off. See you later, Geralt says. All right.
Lovely.
Lovely. Diorama. Let's go talk to Jacob. Is there any way out of this castle through the back? No? I'll go out to the front. All right.
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
Let's get on Roach. I've been using Roach a lot more in this area. In Toussaint. Partially because I think I've been doing more running around.
Come on, Roach.
Encountering the land one part of it, like on foot. Well, on horseback, really. But one area at a time. Mostly, I think, because the quests have directed me that way. Not that quests didn't direct me that way in other areas, but like, I feel as if the quests that we've interacted with so far have been a lot of like, hey, walk over this way. Talk to Jacob the woodcutter. All right, let's do it.
Stay with me a bit longer, Lady Daphne.
More Holt? You have a wolf?
You, Jacob?
Heel, Moholt. Down.
Ooh.
Asks.
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold
Jacob
up.
is the one who
A
says...
witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
I think the notice that we got, I think, said something about fighting a witch or dealing with a witch. Specifically. Or spells or something like that, if I remember correctly. You believe the tale, aren't you a little old for that?
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Unless it gets me killed, and then it is my business.
Content we see eye to eye.
Tree is a cursed girl. Why do you believe this?
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog Moholt to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk. and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth.
Spooky. Bumbotch
My
me.
jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynx Crag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
I should check and see if I have that book.
Bet. Second edition. Emmented in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included.
I have an idea what colophon is, but I don't know off the top of my head. So colophon must be the page where... Yep, on the title page or spine of a book, it's a publisher's emblem or imprint, which is why Geralt is saying, I can't believe you know that it's the second amended edition of... etc. Interesting. Okay. Jacob's a character so far. Has a very scary wolf that looks like a goddamn person and maybe has the name of a person. Also knows the exact edition of the book. Also, why were you cutting down this tree?
Got me curious,
Just
gotta admit.
firewood?
You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weeping.
Wouldn't you cut down a dead
Do
tree?
you think me balmy?
No, it's just
Balmy.
these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie.
Crud
But
pie.
I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise even if I wished to.
Is your grandma still alive?
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now.
Let's do some examining.
Gods be bump.
Got to be bum poked what? Examine the bleeding tree. I want to, but first things first. What I'd like to do is actually see if we have anything. Herrera's Tales and something. Little peasant who confounded his lord. That sounds like a fairy tale. Adventures of Spiky. Okay, something. Gwent to history. Wait, is that the fucking book that tells you what cards are missing? Hold up, I need to read that, like, right now. It might be the book. I think I saw it on a loading tip again the other day. Blizzards, by the way. I told you we had a book on that. Basilisks, Elven Architecture, The Vineyards of Toussaint. I probably should have read that. Aha, we got to read these books. Anti-Flutter Stratagem book. Unless it is a book that we have already read, but I don't exactly remember it. So, but we've also read a couple books. All right, well, how about this? Let's read Gwent, a history while we're here. Gwent. For many a diverting game of cards, for others a noble pursuit. For some, a crippling addiction which devours their every coin and every waking moment. These last can be found most frequently among the dwarves, the game's inventors and most passionate devotees. Their devotion extends to Gwent paraphernalia, its cards most of all. This is the book, which they craft with great care and skill. I didn't know they were of dwarven make. In fact, cards painted by dwarven masters are often considered miniature works of art. Hey, this is a good time to say. Thanks to a comment, the name of whose writer I am currently forgetting, I did turn on the optional setting Ballad of Something, which gives you some new art for some of the cards in the game. So I'm interested to see what those look like once we eventually get there. In past times, they devoted equal attention to whittling the clubs which contestants once kept at their sides to bash each other about the head with in the case of an argument. As brawls grew less common, the clubs became implied threats more than used weapons, until eventually falling into disuse and near oblivion. Today, Gwent players can be found almost everywhere, from the Skellige Isles, where the game was introduced by the druid Ermion, interesting, of course, to the Northern Realms and the Nilfgaardian Empire. In Gwent, The play of cards mimics the dueling of two armies. The playing field is divided into two parts, each split into 3 rows. Nearest to the center stands units who fight at close quarters. Behind them, archers, other such ranged attacks. And then siege purposes. Both players wield decks made up of a minimum of 22, max of 10 special. Must contain a leader card. If you win the toss of a coin. Originally, this was the dwarf whose wife has the longest beard. That person plays first. Each player draws at random 10 cards from his deck. Is allowed to redraw 2. Round is won by the player who has played the cards of the greatest value. Who wins means you win total. Winner's prize is agreed before the match, usually a bounty of coin or a rare card. I'm going to skim some of this stuff because we know it already. Each card is assigned a strength rating, may additionally possess special abilities. Cards which have no strength rating but influence the course of the game in other ways. Hero cards. There's 4 factions normally, except that is not entirely true here. Okay, that didn't do anything for me. It didn't appear to do anything for me. Second. What is the name of the book? Gwent Card Collecting Book. We've already looked at it once. A Miraculous Guide to Gwent. Book. All right. The name of the book is actually Miraculous Guide to Gwent, which I believe we don't have, and I believe somebody mentioned that I don't think we can... that they thought it might be very hard for us to get anymore. We'll see. That seems like a later... we can tackle that another time. I'm still happy I read the book. Damn it. I thought that was the book. All right. While we're here and we're reading, let's read something else as well. What might be helpful here? Oh, I don't know. Plenty of these things. Probably not the insect stuff. Let's read the one that is a fairy tale. The little peasant who confounded his lord. Winter was on its way, and the lord once again started to think about what to do to oppress his people even more. Okay. Eat the rich, by the way. One morning, the crack of the cockerel's crow, he rode out into the village in a carriage pulled by 2 black horses, with his trusted page at his side to act as his scribe. The earth was sodden, and a cruel mud covered the road, so the lord, not wanting to dirty his shiny new boots, stayed in his carriage and sent his page to do his bidding. When they arrived at the village, the page dismounted from the carriage, a paper covered in thick ink clutched in his hands. He nailed the paper to the first hut he saw, and since he did it with a hammer, a peasant boy named Reuben soon opened the door up to see what was the matter. The boy was 12 years of age, had a straw-colored shock of cow-licked hair, and a freckled face, with ruddy cheeks. "Well, what do you want?" grumbled the page, looking at Reuben's shirt, which was covered in the same filth as everything else in the village. "Well, nothing, rightly," Reuben shrugged. "Thing is, sir, this here's me home." "Then get inside it." The boy wasn't scared and instead stood on his doorstep looking at a piece of paper. "What's this, sir? A letter?" "Read it and find out for yourself," the scribe said, growing angrier, though Reuben didn't seem to notice. "Afeard I can't, sir. Don't know how." "What the devil's taking you, scribe?" the lord hollered. Oh, that was a different voice. Whoops. He was still sitting in his carriage and had not heard the conversation. He was growing bored. "Well, says he doesn't know how to read." "Aye, 'cause he don't," Reuben confirmed, and took 2 steps toward the carriage, his bare feet sinking into the muddy gray muck. "And the ones inside, do they?" questioned the lord. "Where do you reckon they'd learn a thing like that, my lord?" the peasant asked, perplexed, for he had always thought great lords like that must surely know everything. "So who in your village does know how to read?" asked the lord, growing ever more irritated. "Not no one, my lord." "Scribe," the lord said, leaning far out while leaning on his carriage door, double leaning. "Could you explain to me how I am to enforce my declaration on people who do not know how to read and write?" "I don't know, my lord," the scribe said, taking a step back, as if he expected the lord to jump out of the carriage and assault him. The fault was not his. but the Lord was in the habit of beating his scribe when he grew angry, no matter the cause. That is not my favorite piece of writing in this game. Maybe there's a part 2 somewhere. Okay, sure. The people can't read. That was fine. Let's examine a bleeding tree. Not my favorite piece of
I
writing.
hear sobs in the rustling leaves.
Okay. There is a sound.
Blood seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain.
Other stuff over
Augur
here?
was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
I asked earlier why he was chopping into the tree, and I just realized he's a fucking lumberjack, Ryan. That's why he's chopping into the tree. Hold on, let me drink some more coffee. Okay, he's a lumberjack, Ryan. No more sinister reason than that. He had chopped down a good amount of trees. Okay. Yep, logs. And just a sound inside the tree. Well?
Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood, too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here.
Intense magic at work here. Tell Jacob about what we saw. Okay. Jacob.
And did you look at the tree close?
I heard it close, too.
Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
Jacob doesn't feel particularly rich,
My
but I
help
am in the
doesn't come
business
free, you know.
You speak to a lowly woodcutter.
of making money.
No stench of coin about me.
100 to 138. In that case, I'm just gonna go like just 130.
Lower. You must go lower. Willing I am to pay, but
I feel
I've
terrible.
not near that much.
Have not near that much.
Agreed. I will
120.
pay as soon as the young mate is free.
I'll look into it.
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet
If
to
you know
prove
it,
himself
what am I
worthy
doing
of
here?
her hint, Gareth was to face the Witch of Link's Crag. Before Sir Gareth
That
set
house.
off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess. He never returned.
He did not. She stood here day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing.
I will
So
fucking
must
tell you
scale
why.
Link's Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
There it is, the book, Tales and Fables, Herrera's. All right. Sounds good, Jacob. I will fucking tell you why. God damn it. All right, well, in that case, let's get back to some reading. Very interesting. The Witch of Link's Crag. All right. I like where this is going so far. We have fairy tales. It looks like it was green. It'll probably be a quest item. Quest item. Haha. Let us read. Sir Gareth and Miss Daphne loved each other so much that it hurt. To win the approval of his future father-in-law, Gareth had to perform 7 challenges. Ellipses. The 7th was the hardest. Gareth had to go to Link's Crag, find the witch who lives there, and convince her to lift the drought that plagued the whole land. Everyone, including Daphne, pleaded with Gareth to humble himself before the witch. You see, the witch from Link's Crag was spiteful and headstrong, even for a witch, and only an act of true humility could break her icy heart. Gareth, however, had no intention of bending his knee before a witch. Instead, he planned to force her to lift the curse. Nobody knows what happened on Lynx Crag. Gareth never returned to his beloved, and Daphne stood on the top of a hill and looked for him day and night. Finally, she turned into a tree, so that she may live to see the return of her knight. Such was the strength of her longing and the power of her love. Anyone who plunged his axe blade into that tree would see blood run from the wound. Folks started to avoid that place, leaving Daphne in peace to wait for Gareth. In time, all had forgotten about her. But people are avoiding the place, and Jacob is an expert in these things? Jacob, why didn't you know it was the right tree? Jacob. Come on, Jacob. God damn it. All right, we're going to read a couple more books because I'm in a reading mood and this is fun. On Hunting Basilisks, a compendium. In our lands, in the fair Duchy of Toussaint, the hunting of basilisks has a long and storied tradition, one reaching back to the dawn of our present history. Attesting to this is a note written by one Zenon of Tritium, a leatherworker, in the year 1023. In it, one finds mention of a commission for a corset to be fashioned from hide of that winged serpent called Basilicus by some. While lesser hides could come from beasts felled by age or hunger, the costliness and expanse of this corset would have necessitated the skin of a basilisk taken in its prime. The expanse of it, huh? And therefore required a hunt. Without the engagement of a witcher, or as a last resort a knight or a mercenary, such a hunt would have perforce meant the gruesome death of the foolhardy hunter. Yet those adept at this task, witchers chief among them, hunted basilisks and their cousins cockatrices with great success, thinning their numbers till a mere handful remained. To give but one example, in the year 1100, basilisks of the Regulus platinum subspecies dotted skies all across our land. Yet in the present day, only one exemplar still lives. One exemplar. Only one. I wonder what one. Narenson, son of Gunnestad. When he awoke, he saw before him an endless swath of blue. On the horizon, the sky merged with the glassy sea. The storm had passed. So had the longship and all its crew. He never learned how long he had lain unconscious in the lifeboat. The sun had scorched his skin a purplish red and turned his lips to brittle parchment. He was overcome by a great thirst, but there was nothing on the boat with which to quench it. Had he been spared from so much, only to die now? No. Narenson was the son of the great Gunnestad, and he would never give up. He had 20 springs under his belt when he embarked on this voyage. When was that? Long ago. Very long ago. Back when his friends still lived. When he still had his left hand, not this stiff stump. When his beard was still red and not streaked with silver. The drive for glory which had driven him from his family home had demanded a high price. Narenson had never given that a second thought, but now, alone in a lifeboat in the middle of an endless ocean, he felt tired. He wanted to once again set eyes on the farm on which he had been raised, to see the eyes of his mother, who had lulled him to sleep with tales of the deeds of the legendary heroes. Now he had become one of them. Now mothers would soon tell their sons about him. His greatest dream had become reality. He should have been happy, but he was not. Perhaps if he had known then what travails and hardship awaited him. Yet no man can know his future. One thing is sure, however, even if Narenson had known what horrors this life had in store for him, he never would have chosen another. He was the son of the great Gunnestad, and he had walked the path of glory, from which one can never stray, no matter the cost. Oh, this sounds like a cautionary tale. I like this. I like this a lot. What I like so much about this story, this writing, is that there's no editorializing on how we should feel about Narenson. There's just how Narenson feels about Narenson, which leaves it very up for interpretation, which is fun. I can see some people reading this last paragraph and thinking, that's a man who's lived with honor and chased glory with a capital G and a capital H. And yet I read it and I think, what a terrible shame to be limited by who your father was to what sort of life you will live, and thus not be free to choose your own way. No matter the cost being the last words. That's haunting. I like that. That's a good piece of writing. Good piece of writing. All right. Anyways, we've read the tale. We've read a couple extra books for fun. We have some bestiary entries. Daphne's Wraith is one of them. Is the only one, actually. Daphne's Wraith. We read it? I mean... Wait, was Daphne the name of the person in the tree? I thought it was something else. Wait, is that what it was? Yeah, okay, it was Daphne. I thought it was something else for sure. I'm not going to click too much on this. We'll come back to Daphne's Wraith sometime in the future when maybe we have to fight it. I'm not sure. Daphne! Stay strong. All right. Also, what's the deal with your wolf, Morholt? Let's go to Lynx Crag. Let's take our horse to Lynx Crag.
Faster.
See what we can find here. See what is in store for us. I really liked the fact that you could see the house on the hill.
Go.
On the mountain. During Jacob's story. That was beautifully done. Very cool. We're nearly there. I'm going to get off and go up on... That looks like a beastie. I'm going to go off on foot.
Not attacking. Doesn't mean it's not a threat, though.
Gonna help me up? Okay. Nope, you don't? All right, cool. Hello, friend. You are a vicious beast. Let me just push you out of the way real quick. Oh! I pushed it off the edge. That feels like that wasn't supposed to happen. All right. Oh, well. All right. New marker. There's an entrance here. Ooh. It's dark here. Looks like it's like scorched almost. The entrance is below. Oh. I see. Oh, the music. This is very creepy. I like it. This is incredible.
A hut. The witches.
Search the hut. Yeah. Okay, I can do that. First off, beautiful time of day. Should I steal something from the witch? I feel like if ever there was a place not to steal from, it would be the witch. I'm not going to steal from the witch. Just out of a sense of, self-preservation, maybe.
Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though.
Okay,
Guess
we're
I'll
going
look
to steal
around.
from the... Gonna steal from the witch. Let's see what's in here. What's in the,
Warm.
stew?
Smells inconclusive. No idea what ingredients are in there. Warm.
Oops,
Smells
I accidentally clicked that
inconclusive.
twice. Whoops.
No idea what ingredients are in there.
On the transmutation of bodies. The wolf was the panther, is my guess. Transmutation of bodies is one of the most difficult tasks any mage can undertake. Indeed, only the true masters of the art have ever accomplished it, and even they have only perfected one of its forms. The difficulty arises from psychophysical limitations, since a mage can only safely transform into an animal with which he is perfectly attuned. A famous example of that is that of Ulf Blackbeard, who dwelled for years in a cave with a bear in order to imbibe the life essence of that animal. I wonder what it could be. What animal? Libir Ivonis.
Conclave of mages banned this tome.
They banned it. A banned book? I then came to a place known as the Pnath Valley, in a world known as Shagai. The mind of man cannot comprehend this land. I don't know why I'm started doing voices for our reading. Where non-geometric space and blasphemous colors fly in the face of everything our eyes are accustomed to. In that instant, in the moment of my arrival, I teetered on the verge of madness. I shouted a noiseless cry, and sweat, bloody sweat, when two suns rose above my head. I fell to my knees and prayed to Zathaqua, not for salvation, but for a quick death. And then they came. Okay, mood successfully conveyed. I'm scared shitless. Mood successfully conveyed. I am going to steal your water and your fruit and your formula. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. I'm not going to take that black magic doll, though. That feels like a bad thing to do.
Bones ground into dust.
Sure. Sure. As you will. Remarks on the proper
Notes
administration
on the yarrow stems.
of
Interesting.
yarrow. Yarrow is, first and foremost, used for medicinal purposes. As mentioned above, when the leaves of this herb are placed against the flesh, they heal all kinds of trauma, wounds, and sores. Brew it, and the resulting tincture treats the common cold, colic, and loss of appetite. Yet, in addition to their healing properties, the branches of the yarrow plant can be used for fortune-telling. This method of divination might seem strange upon first glance, but it is in truth simple and effective. It truly allows one to focus on the query at hand and gain an answer, both accurate and satisfying. I'm creeped out. Oh, that loaded in a little bit slow. And this big hide, what do we think that it is? The witch. Oh!
A wall of spell enhancements or trophies.
The kerchief, for sure. Kerchief, doll, branch, and what? Arrow. Okay.
Arrow broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer. Branch of a grapevine.
Grapevine.
Could be to ensure a good harvest, or a bad one.
A doll.
Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses.
The doll doesn't seem to have any super defining characteristics. Kerchief.
Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
When does the witch appear? Now?
None but feral cats stray in here most oft. Yet it seems I've a guest from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
Honestly, beauty tips. Your makeup's incredible. Ooh. I thought you were the panther.
Already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree, girl, do you?
Shit. Yes, I do.
What if I do?
Then you had best know you waste your time.
Did she take the kerchief?
Old tales? Did your nan
Did it
not
disappear?
tell them to you? Even I, the witch of Lynx Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, buddy, we have options here, which means that this could go very badly. I don't think that I took the kerchief. I think that it disappeared, but I may be wrong. I was not paying that close attention to that. I was too nervous about when the witch was going to appear. I feel like Geralt just looked back and noticed that it was gone. What happened to Sir Gareth?
The lady's knight. You ever make it here?
Sir Gareth. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a quick change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
Tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Or your panther?
Of course. Was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
Of course. Of course the witch in The Witcher is fucking horny. God damn it. Of course. Everything in this game. And I don't hate it. I will say that I've been sort of sitting on this information for a while. But I wanted to wait until I had completely finished it. But I'm probably about halfway through the first book of short stories for The Witcher. I am listening to it on audiobook on Audible. It's very good. I really am enjoying it. I now understand why this game is so horny, and that is because these books are so horny. Holy shit. I don't hate it, but Oh my Lanta, are they horny? I'll talk some more about the book once I've finished it. I don't really want to say anything until then. But so far I'm enjoying it. So interesting. She longed for him and you seduced him. And then you killed him. So what do we do here? How do we approach this? Lift the curse or else. I don't think that I want to fight this witch if I can at all avoid it. Can lift the curse myself. I'm not sure that's true. Please lift the curse. It seems nice to ask.
What if I asked you nicely to lift the curse, please?
Gareth met the fate he deserved. And what happened to his witch was not my fault.
All right, so you didn't cast the curse, but could you help lift it?
I probably could. But why ever would I?
Why would you? How often do I think the thing that I have to offer here, honestly, that Geralt has to offer here most, is that I am a little bit of a I'm like a curiosity for the witch. I've come she mentioned it herself, a visitor from a long way off, a witcher. Interesting. How many witchers do you really run into here, witch? Specifically this one from far away. I think I am the thing that I have to offer here. And that makes me nervous because that means that I am a chess piece in the game of chess that we are also playing. I cannot say the second one, sorry. I cannot say it. I don't know that the third one is true, but humble myself makes it seem like... Let's try it. Let's try I can lift the curse myself. My idea here is that if I say that and she proves me wrong, then we know we have to work together. If I say that and she believes me, then maybe we aren't forced to work together. We can choose to work together.
I'll handle the curse myself, without your help.
We may have to reload this if it doesn't go well.
I wish you luck.
Letting me go, just like that?
I could not have devised a better ending for this little tale. Our visit is done. Adieu. For never shall we meet again.
I think I'm going to reload that. Damn it, she called my bluff. I don't know that I can... I mean, it sounds like Geralt might be able to. But I'm too curious. All right, I got to reload it and see what happens. I'm going to click I'll humble myself because I think that's the option I'm most interested in right now. Very interesting. There are currently no Witcher schools training new Witchers. I did not know that. Oh man, this lady gives me the willies. Holy shit. She got me scared. Got me nervous. I love the twist of Gareth visited the witch and then they just, you know. Uh-oh. A game. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. It broke for a second there. Okay, so we'll take some saves here. I'm gonna go quickly through all this stuff. We can watch the kerchief and see what happens. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. So once I examine the kerchief, did I take it off?
Silk kerchief.
It's here.
Monogrammed DF. Could use it to break.
He kind of reaches his hand out there and then puts it. Okay, so he does put it in his pocket.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft. Yet it seems I.
And it says new item received, and I just didn't pay attention to that. Okay. So I'm gonna ignore all of this.
What if I do?
Then you had better.
I'm going to keep the same dialogue option on the first time.
Might have resolved.
Tragic fate.
You haven't.
Of course.
Lift the curse, please.
What if?
God,
I'll humble myself.
I'll humble myself. Prostrate myself before you like the Gareth of the tale did. I beseech you to help me. Lift the curse that imprisoned Daphne in the tree.
When I saw you enter my hut, I thought, now there is a fellow who shall bend his neck for no one. Stand.
It's the risky option.
None. Not even I can restore to the lass the years she has lost, can erase the suffering she has endured. We cannot bring her back to life, but I shall tell you how you might let her depart in peace. Yet my aid shall have its price. A lock of your hair.
How can I know you won't use it to cast a spell on me?
I require this. I must, for with it I will cast a spell to conceal me from you for all time, and will use it for nothing else. You will nag me never again.
Oh,
and
fuck.
you've nothing to fear, I assure you. I always keep my word.
Damn. Okay. I want to avoid I personally, and this may be wrong. I want to avoid any of the "I say so, I'll make you" options. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like me. Maybe it's the best outcome, objectively speaking. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna know because I'm not gonna click it. I think this is the same deal as last time. I am interested in the consequences of this, and so I'm going to make a deal. But man, I'm nervous.
I'll trust you against my better judgment. Lock of my hair's yours.
Regrets. Hashtag regrets.
Splendid.
What do I need to do?
We need to
You
help her.
must convince the maiden her beloved yearned to return, but perished in the attempt.
I have to
Take
lie to
her
her.
silk kerchief and a fragment of Garrett's remains. His bones
is it a lie?
lie bleaching in the cave beneath this rock.
There it is.
Fire must consume the kerchief and remains. And remember, your heart, your intentions must be pure. Clear?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. And adieu. Once you walk out that door, never shall we meet again.
Both times she said adieu. I like that. I like that. Consistency of character. Adieu. Never shall we meet again. Very interesting. Holy shit. This quest is making me nervous. I like it. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I was nervous where that was going to go. I humble myself. There's a lot of risk and potentially a lot of reward in that choice, but I think it has worked out okay. We shall see. My intentions must be pure. Also, I just realized we wouldn't exactly be lying to Daphne. We would be bending the truth. I think we would be trying to tell Daphne that Gareth longed to return to her and his love remained pure for her. I think he did try to return, but I don't know about his love. I just don't know. Either way, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, a like or a positive comment or a Toussaint down below in the comments. I'm having more fun with The Witcher than ever before, and I hope you are too. I will see you guys next week on Monday for a brand new episode, and then I'll see you guys on Wednesday for a stream and etc. And the videos will keep coming out and all that jazz. Thanks for watching. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow. I mean Monday. Shit. Bye-bye. One quick thing before we go. I forgot to say this during the actual episode. Hey, real quick shout out to Sydney. Sydney is our newest Patreon supporter. Thank you very much for supporting us over on Patreon. Our Patreon is just to sort of make it more financially feasible for me to continue making videos like this and playthroughs like this, which require a lot of time and hard work, which I love doing, but also helps me treat it like an actual job and keep this stuff coming. So thank you very much, Sydney. This episode goes out to you. Shout out to you. All right. Bye.